Alright, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. So yes, that little fight didn't go as well as it could have. Actually, bedroll rest. Then we're running back across to here. Hopefully, whatever it is we've found letter-wise. Jumping boxes. Oh no. Letters.
The door has been sealed shut. The Magisters have nailed a notice to the door.
Read
The
it?
notice reads, "Warning, do not enter. Crime scene.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just left one of those behind.
Miss Deceiver has been accused of conspiracy, murder, and high treason. She shall hang by the hands at the Farmlands gallows until trial. Anyone found trespassing on these premises before her trial concludes." You notice that the message is signed Magister Raymond in the name of Dallas Most Holy.
This place has seen better days.
Oops, some books. Yes, with 12. Sounds like everything I'll need. He does get you a lot of gold. Jeez. It's 10, 8. I mean, keys back should say something I can figure out my own, shouldn't it? Getting all the ingredients is quite difficult. I'll use poison fish. No. It's just not a bad thing to have. But definitely just make dinner if you cook it like this. Alright. Knitted gloves. Could be worth flogging. Yeah, it won't mind me looting the place. Okay. Nice sleep. Just gonna move a few things around now just to see if there's anything hidden.
Now is not the time for a bath.
I would disagree. You know, my guys have been through quite a lot recently. Let's have a look at what I just picked up. So I'm looking at the father. Forbidden artifacts. Nice. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something here. I definitely didn't want to pick up the incredibly heavy watermelon. Alright. Any levers or anything like that? Oh, okay. Let's have a look outside. What's I have to redo that fight. Alright. Load. Let's do a quick save before we murdered everyone. We need her alive. That's what I thought. Right. Oh, this mid-fight, is it? This at least lets me get these guys back. Okay, I don't want to murder the magisters in the middle of town.
If I don't come visit your ton, do well.
Wouldn't you like to know?
This is part where I went wrong.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Alright, now we're part of the same group.
Ifan Ben Mezd is our living braze. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you and no mistake.
Do you know what?
She considers your offer.
How much?
The Magister grabs the coin.
Get out of here.
It's not enough to be overpowering, but enough to actually get rid of it. It's suspicious if you offer too much. You get up here and see giant chest that's been left on top of a partly ruined tower. My adventurers senses are tingling. Yeah, people just leave magic potions lying around in the weirdest places. I mean, I know 50 gold's not that much in this world, but yeah. Need to actually rest as well before the fight.
They'd be daft to come back. As long as
Just lucky these guys can't, like,
you're fine, as long as you don't go wandering.
where's that guy's house?
I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape.
A Magister guard approaches.
Step away from the prisoner, reptile! That's internal order business. You do well to leave it alone. You're going to... what, now? She betrayed Alexander. I'd sooner die than free her. You insult me. Why, I wouldn't do it for an... All right then, done. But be quick about
There
it.
we go, through the gold.
The
Avoid
lizard
the fight.
hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discoloured. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, God-woken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well then, cut me down. There is work to be done. Or indeed you could stand there gawping as if you were a cow ordered to dance a reel. It is a masterful performance. I would applaud it, but well.
Do a
Think
straight
about it.
first.
Who knows when that Magister might return? God's teeth, it feels good to move again. Now, Best scurry off before that magister wanders back. Meet me at my home in Driftwood, and we can see what you're made of.
Alright. Oh, some crates down here that have been looted. Oh. I mean, I don't leave £2 laying around. At least 2 gold. But yeah, I mean,
This place has seen better days.
okay.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe.
Why do you string you
Apparently I
up?
had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Move quickly.
Enthusiasm. On a weekday, my word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen Godwoken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, Godwoken. It is time to see just how awake you are.
Not very.
Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall. I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Push the button.
Pretty sure that wasn't a button there, really.
Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Now, kindly
A stone door lies flush with taking your time.
Oh, I must have completely missed the button.
follow me.
Continue with her dead. You get the same artifact thing.
Weird contraptions. This place is an Arcanist's dream.
Feel free to look about while I catch my breath. Come speak to me when you wish to proceed. And try not to break anything in the meantime.
She just gave me free reign to loot the place, didn't she? Does she not know I'm God? Okay, gotta breathe something in. Earth essence. What's in this pouch I've just stolen? 200 empty gold. Probably should be using those to sort my inventory a bit more. Everyone through the source something to
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot you gather up the black root, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and
firestorm grenade. Alright, let's chat with her.
the Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? And
I'll
you,
take
in
them
your
out.
infinite wisdom, would know what is better? You would judge your enemies without prejudice and make decisions that could hurt your own for the greater good? No. Becoming the divine means taking on the power of all. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else.
No, but what do you want to do with power?
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, but everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Source in the glowing fountain. Ritual.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claw.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot.
No. Because I wasn't listening. Black, in a ritual bowl, blackwood, blood, fire. So, should just be crafting, I guess. Should have... Difficult spots were selected. Ritual bowl, blackroot, obsidian lance. Of crafting. Let me right click on anything. Epidemic of fire. Okay, that sounds nice. There we go. Bloody obsidian lance. So back to crafting. And now we use the bloody one. There we go, ritual bowl. Now we need to apply to fire. And walk into his
Suck the
jelly
smoke
plant.
deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As
Hold
the
the
world
fuse.
fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Come on. Here I am, I'm meeting myself.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
My chosen, come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes shine brightly. Speak the spell and see.
Okay, ghosts. Okay, that's nice.
Please.
Oh, I've got to actually use the spell. Okay.
God is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Zolstissa in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Zolstissa nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion.
Okay.
Well, sort of. But by all means, let that be a motivator, not a cause for concern.
Alright, yeah, so God destroy all the void. Yeah.
You must realize that our fates are now as one. Just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension.
Yeah.
It
The
most
rest of gods.
certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source, in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it at all costs.
Why should I win and not one of the others?
There you touch upon the very heart of the matter. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension. Not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom, this world's liberator.
Yeah, what happened to the other gods?
It's very simple, really. They will either bow to you or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god-woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow. Just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your murderous hands. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin and your loved ones and the world they live in.
Where are they?
I promise that yours alone will be the powers of the lake.
and to the lake I will lead you. But not yet. Not until you become a true master of the Source. Until you speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a Godwoken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, my chosen. But if all I had to do was give, you would long since have received. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivellon, and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source.
Okay.
Once you have, you may return to me here.
What did you do to my eyes?
Something that'll make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is Source, and in Source it is. Immortally so. You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits. The souls of the dead, made manifest in Source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger. Best of luck.
Oh, there we go. Back for the
The master
hallucination.
stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What do you know?
Lane.
She sighs impatiently as you...
You can't channel enough Source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of Source. And I could have helped you once, but no longer. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my Source. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all Source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only Source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. Were the circumstances any different, I would indeed agree. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter... What is our...
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
Yeah,
And you
well,
do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your Source, saving Rivellon, please. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource, but do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopen.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember,
there's just a book up here. It's at the bottom now. Right. Polymorph 2 Medusa's head. No one's got Polymorph 2, have they? Train light could be useful. Generally, she could do it with a few spells and potions. These would be very useful on her. Fire arrows, all arrows need to go to Iffin. That's pretty good. Let's see what the others have got to say about this.
Well now, how's my favorite god woken?
Ifan looks at you askance. He wipes tears from his eyes.
Oh, she was a fine one. You see there. And she wrote that whole book to cover her tracks, so nobody would look for the missing gold anywhere near her. She never even met Roost, though she paints quite an accurate picture of his.
And with that, he's laughing uncontrollably again, waving you away with both hands.
Let's track down my old pack and find out who's behind the contracts to kill Godwoken. Can't hurt to know who wants us dead.
Ifan smiles and salutes at you.
This guy wants to talk.
The squirrel seems to be flicking through various scraps of paper, humming and hawing as he goes. After some time, he throws the scraps to the wind and spurs on his cat.
It's still there, Quercus.
Ah, Spirit of the
The
Apprentice.
spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A Godwoken in my presence. You honor me. I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. I hear tales of the ritual, of what lies beyond. Such wonders, such powers. I decide to pursue them myself. Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not Godwoken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. I try. I burn the root. I breathe the smoke and it burns me back. No air fills my lungs, only fire. When the darkness falls, I cannot cry out. I leave my life behind with a shameful whimper.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
Yep. Does that cost sauce? Alright, we all have a source point now. So, we need to go break into the Magistrate's place. That's half expected to be ambushed when I walked out. Look, we're right next to the barracks. Alright.
These disappearances, my career is at stake. Nelson,
Would I expect to be attacked doing this? The silent watchers, they're not too bad.
The Magister turns to you with a scowl. He already seemed immensely displeased, and you're...
What? Look around. Would you be happy stuck guarding this bloody place? 10 years of service, and he stick me in a hole with a bunch of speechless goons. The new leadership ought to learn to respect its veterans. We're the ones who uphold the rule of law, not white ponches like Raymond and Jonathan.
A sly smile creeps...
Aye, and sooner than you might think, if the rumors are true. Let's just say, there's other places where I'd be appreciated more than I am in Driftwood.
What's this other place?
The Magister loses some of his bluster.
I ain't saying. It's a secret for loyal members of the Divine Order only. Who asked you? You're not even supposed to be down here. Keep out of it.
Oh yes. That was a silly thing to do, wouldn't you? Okay, note to self, Spirit Vision sets off this. Thank you for the drop game. Firing ram takes 2. Whirlwind. Oh, straight for his armor. That's a backflip one. And then we'll rupture his tendons. No negative effects. I'll try and chloroform this guy as well. Oh, Lord, I went straight in there. Oh, we all got shocked. Magic shell. Alright, cross this. He's gonna move on to merging closer now. That's it's now regenerating. Suffocating is good. And you move away from the Sand Watcher. Octopus. Rippling below. Ripple him. Burny burn. As long as I stand at the end, it's all good. That's piercing damage. Gaggle, good because he's a mage. You hit hard. Do you have anything else? Send him mad. Will it take 2? Right. That's bleeding if they've got no physical armor. Really, I think I just want to... Alright, closer. Lightning bolt this time. Hail strike him as well. Sometimes you just need to do the old-fashioned stabby stabs. There we go. Don't get fade up defensively. Okay. Quality water essence, I can't actually start using this stuff. Yeah, I'm always out to kill maesters. Remove this one. Down to here. Like a board of crazy people. Dwarf. Like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Mystic. Oh, that's 2 pages. There we go, 6 new journal entries. Lucky brings in the gold, doesn't it? Topics. A repair hammer. Not entirely sure why you'd want those worth a bit of gold. Metal scraps could be used for something. And we all need this to go into a fight though, didn't we? I have no idea what they're ready to tell. There's somebody up there, so. That looks interesting. Why do you put a mushroom in a display case, you weirdos?
The spirit of an emaciated prisoner is staring down at his own corpse. He shakes his head and lets out an exasperated sigh.
Of all the stupid ways to go.
What crime did you commit?
The spirit scowls.
I did nothing. Or I didn't do what they accused me of, at least. A miscarriage of justice is what this is. That's putting it bloody lightly. Nobody deserves to rot in a hole like this.
What happened?
Oh, it was a stupid bloody accident. I dosed myself with some poison to make it look like I was half dead. I figured they'd take me to see a healer, and I'd have a chance to escape. I must have taken too much of the stuff, though. Wound up fully dead instead of half dead. Those bastards haven't even moved me body. Best leave that secret for someone who needs it. You can stroll out of here whenever you like.
Okay. We got what we came for. And a bunch of dead. Oh, mushrooms. two-handed maze. Cold mashed potatoes. Oh, that's nice. Depends what you can do with a key. Let's have a quick identify. +1 huntsman, +1 scoundrel. Now she gets the scoundrel. And 18 magic armor. Alright, let's go have a look what's going on upstairs. We snuck into the basement and murdered everyone.
Right away.
Did you guys not even care about the death and explosions downstairs?
The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want, elf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation.
Yeah, you should never find them.
I didn't ask for your opinion, savage. I asked why you're here. Now,
Carver's face pulls.
Oh, how about gold? Do you care about that? There's a reward for putting an end to this mess. Maybe you can succeed where Barwill and her comrades are failing. Good. Keep me informed if you find anything. Otherwise...
You talking about the guy there?
What? Well, stop wasting my time then.
Yep, they don't care, I've just murdered everyone downstairs.
Hell with them. I need to report now.
Let's head to the market.
How you holding up?
Got a load of
War's
stuff
brewing,
there.
my friend, and we special prices for you. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Okay, got some fish bones.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Okay, I actually need the cursed flask.
Starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Sounds like there's going to be a fight going on. What have you got? Right, a lot more stuff that's too rich for my book. Flashing Bam, Stomping Rage, Deflected Barrier. Okay, 74, that's quite nice. Need most of my cash then. Oh, that's also very nice. And that would be more useful than the defensive barrier. When you put the ones just sort of projectiles. Oh, I need that one for... There's so much I need here. I'll buy that one. You start the kitchen part.
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
I'll keep the Persian wand. Might be something a bit too powerful to sell.
Than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. It's not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Still accept. I'm in desperate need of more gold. I have to just wait. I got rid of my junk and I've picked up a new skill for Proctopus. I could have sold them. USB Curse Poison Flask. Nice. Let's move. Get the skills.
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Fine, that's a good place to put that. Being able to leap from up to 2 targets.
Keeping it together.
Alright. Let's have a look in the driftwood. That'll probably be about it for this one.
You wander, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds.
Menu simple. A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp...
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Her eyes soften and crinkle.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for a lizard, but all the more impressive. You and my Neds might even get along. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? Yes, that's my boy.
Okay.
Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. A deviant? But what do you mean?
That is true.
Tell me what you saw.
Prudence takes up a clean glass and starts to polish it with her rag, rubbing it in.
Told him the Divine punished him for that nonsense if he kept it up. Told him and told him and told him till he couldn't see straight. I should have told him so hard he'd never get back up.
She turns away from you and continues polishing the glass.
Nothing. Not for you.
Alright. So apparently killing his son was not a good idea. Was it? If and a Baron. Let's have a look what's upstairs, shall we? You can see through walls. It's pretty useful. Here's Baron. A couple of guards. Could be a nice fight. That's a quick save.
What on earth is that noise?
As you approach the silken-robed noble, Ifan does a double-take and laughs in recognition. He pulls you to one side.
I know this man, and he's not at all what he seems. A moment.
Ifan bounds forward and embraces the man, all effusive greetings. As they part, talking animatedly, the man's beard slips sideways down his face. He's wearing a disguise. Ifan laughs as he straightens the beard. They chatter away for some time, using a guttural cant you struggle to understand. At one point, the man says something and looks over at you intently. The man hunkers down and seems to be sketching a rough map on the floor, using an apple, some playing cards, and a fistful of threads pulled up from the carpet. Ifan claps the man on the back.
Well, now we know the way to the sawmill. And we know Roost thinks I'm bringing you there as part of the Godwoken contract.
Okay.
Roost's camped out at the sawmill.
And the sawmill it is then. That's a magic looking lock.
The chest won't open. Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly.
There's bad things in the caves. Bad.
He goes back to sleep.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
You're right about that.
None of that picklock worked it down. Let's see where she's gone. And the captain
A
here.
weathered woman in a dirty sea.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rocky shallows. And all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear...
She buries her head.
Make it...
Okay, so it looks like... There we go.
ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eyes wide with hate.
Source? Hmm. Okay. One mage still against four of us. Not going to be a quick fight. Long fight. Oh, she's a rogue. Not bad. What do you have in the way of armour? Oh, you got some, so let's do our best to remove that first. We do a ruptured tendon on us, too far. Rupture that tendon because she's going to be a mover. And back to sleep. Ifan.
I'm ready.
You missed. Those, oh no. Ooh, diseased. You are the healer. I do have restoration. Oh god, I did it again. I really want to set the place on fire. I like the jaunty music though. Bleeding. Silenced.
I will yield to none.
Take the wheel!
Gee, hit hard.
Can't you hear the bells are ringing?
The ghostly seaman rings his...
Spoke to the lady captain, didn't you? I seen your scale skin cozying up. Are you with her, or sail you with us? Then you won't sail with her. She
Okay.
ran the ship upon the rocks, although I rang the bell. That light weren't no lighthouse. You ran the ship upon the rocks, Captain. I'm doing my duty, here I am. I'm the lookout, and I'm ringing the bell.
Okay.
His lip curls over his black...
Rocks ahead, Captain.
The bell rings on. The ghostly seaman rings... He turns back to...
Rocks ahead, Captain.
The bell...
Okay, maybe someone else have a chance.
A ghostly seaman...
Sail you with her, elf, or sail... Then you won't sail with her. You ran the ship upon... I'm doing my duty, here I am.
His lip curls over his...
Rocks ahead.
The bell rings on.
Do you have any persuasion?
Take the wheel.
No, Crotchbus is the only one with any persuasion.
Take the wheel, Captain. Take the wheel.
A ghostly seaman's...
Are you her man, or sail you with us? I'm doing my duty, here I am.
His lip...
Rocks ahead.
The bell...
Right, Losa, you got the last chance.
A ghostly seaman's...
Are you her, woman? I'm doing my duty, here I am. I'm the lookout.
His lip curls over...
Rocks ahead.
The bell rings.
Right, so you haunted.
Rocks ahead, Captain. You hear me?
A weathered woman in a dirty sea...
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass.
Okay.
But I saw the lighthouse. I saw the light. It rings...
She buries her head in her...
Make it...
The ghostly seaman rings...
Captain,
He turns back...
Rocks ahead, Captain.
The bell rings.
Okay, so there's nothing we can do for it.
Ahead, Captain. You hear me?
If I can get Alexander.
Anyway, that'll do for this one. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.